that was even before I knew I had anything wrong. My body would work. I would work and it would get so stressed out. And she would write me out for a week. And then I'd go to work. Then it would be 2 weeks and then 3 weeks. So this has been going on for a long time. And I have those doctor's notes. And then I've got doctor's notes from 2014, 2018. Like, so when I went back to her, she recommended that I try medical marijuana because unfortunately with all the conditions I have, I get twitches and Charlie horses and spasms that last for minutes that leave me like unwalkable. My legs give out, my arms start to fling. And as you can see, I get twitches. And so unfortunately, I have tried marijuana. And I know you don't say that in court because that's just not the thing you say, but I'm ashamed of it, but it has helped. So she recommended I go and get a legal license, and she recommended a place, and unfortunately they illegal advertised. They were like, yes, online it's $100. So they did the text thing, and then they said, oh no, it's $250 and $200 and $300 for this. I was like, that's false advertising, I'm not going there, and I gave up on it. So I found another place because she said I really need it because the medicine I've far exceeded the max doses on everything that she can give. And so she told me to do that. So I did that on Friday, and she wrote me a note because I can't do anything. I can't work. I said I can't even clean my house. So we've got that. And then they should try to get all of my diagnosis on here from the different doctors. And I don't know what you can do with me either. I am just... I already feel like crap. Hit me with your worst. I don't know.
So here's my question. How is she paying back $7? First of all,
because
there's an agreement.
I know I'll be able to get that. My family has agreed to help in any way they can. And
all right, and which family members?
I've got family in Houston that's agreed to help. My son that's in the Navy, he might help. But I mean, I've got 4 years to figure it out. But like I said, I was on Social Security before, so I know I'll be able to get back on it. And out of the 26 rows of disorders that I have, there's 15 of them that automatically, one alone will qualify me for Social Security. So.
All right. I still don't think it's appropriate for her to be taken. I don't understand how she's able to take care of her mother when she has all of these medical issues herself. I don't understand how she's saying she's changing diapers. She's taking her to medical appointments. She is telling doctors she's being diagnosed, and she's given the diagnosis herself for her mom. I don't understand how that's taking place. And then
because
I'm being told that she has all these medical conditions. She's on all of these medications.
That's correct, Your Honor. And
she's taking care of, I guess, her son as well.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Yes.
No problem.
I have discussed this with District Attorney's office, and I also discussed this with my client to just get around everything that's going on in her life, in addition to what happened in the underlying case, and how are we going to move forward in the future. So what does happen is some of these medications do control these issues for certain times. And during those times that are being controlled, she is helping out her mother. She's trying to do the best she can with what she has. Now, she is going through a very stressful situation. She does have a mental health diagnosis, several. And right now, she's going to the doctor and having some of these issues resolved through medication. Some of them are through therapy. Some of them are through self-care. And again, these documents that she was holding earlier, which are related to the miracle marijuana and all the other diagnoses and medications, were for the benefit of the court. And I had share those with the district attorney's office. We did go back and forth to see what would be something that she would be able to do, given the fact that she does have some limitations, Your Honor. And we ask you to take that into consideration as well.
If I may interject, the problem is with autoimmune disorders and connective tissue disorders is overexerting my body. And that's the issue with like working and being outside and doing too much. So the thing is I rest, and my mom's appointments we set up staggering. We don't like, she doesn't have a lot of appointments, and my son also helps. Like I said, he has mental disorders, but he can still help me like get her to the car, or, you know, roll her out, or, you know, help me get her into the wheelchair thing. And she stands for me to change her. So all I have to do is wipe her and, you know, pull her diaper up. So those few things are not as exerting as going to work and working. And the problem with working is I have nerve damage and stuff that, and I can't keep my hands up above, and I can't type anymore. I can't I have my arms up above my head. There's a lot of disabilities, things that impede and that sort of thing. It's overexertion with autoimmune and nerve damage. Taking care of my mother is a completely different situation than what you're talking about, full-time caring for someone. Like I used to be a CNA, and that's completely different. I understand what you're saying, caring for a full-fledged person that is completely laying in bed and has to be cared for 24/7, like you were a CNA in a nursing home. That is not the case with my mom.
My concern is I don't have anybody who's on probation in this court acting as a healthcare provider. Now, what do I mean by that? One of the things I mean by that is people will just have their relatives who are getting their SSI, and guess what? They go live with them, and they get to receive money from being with them and taking care of them, or either they're living off that person's SSI, and that's not right.
No, that's not the case. She's been living with me. It's only just now that
Going through the divorce, Your Honor. And I was appointed by this court as she was, she qualified as being indigent. And so those documents are there from the time that this case started. But to today, she's going through a lot of other personal matters that she's just telling you.
State, do you want to speak to her taking care of her mother and taking care of her son and all of these other people who are in this household? It's sounding very chaotic to the court. And I don't know how that chaos is going to translate into her being successful in probation.
That's been my life.
I don't have any independent information regarding any of that. Listening to this, and it sounds like, I don't know what to make of it, because it sounds like there's a number of different responsibilities that sound pretty hefty and serious. And then at the same time, you know, there's an argument that she's incapable of doing anything with this case. So it seems like it's hard to believe that both are possible at the same time. So we do have a concern, and we would ask maybe that probation could look into it a little bit more and make a determination. But I know that the restitution is still due. I can speak to the information that she gave about the case specifically, the facts. We brought in the complainants in this case. We actually had a conference room full of people that worked in the office with her. I feel very confident in the facts of the case, and have no reason to believe anything was misrepresented to me. And objectively, we have money under her watch being padded into her payroll, and for her putting that into her personal account, and also the wariness that she had to turn in payroll and then go back and adjust it afterwards.